G'day one and all, how you all going? My name's Commander Black Starlord at your service, and welcome back to the adventures of Commander Starlord and Commander Star in Guild Wars 2. Now, we'll be doing our dailies, of course, today, and I'm going to be modifying it. Oh, that's not edit that one at all. I'm going to be modifying the... We were playing Scrap Nova last night, but it's got a healing thing at the moment going. What time is it? 11 past 11, so let's have a quick look in here. Crap, come on. I think we'll probably end up missing some monsters. We might not pins. Oh, we might be able to get the Commander Scrap Nova later if we can get some what's the name going. Okay, take that. Go. I can come. Quickly jump out of this because I want to check where potentially two other commanders. See if there's anybody's. I don't think this happen kicks off till about 12. The hour's time. There's no one here. So I have to fly on my screen. Commander Asher. Come on, double click. When I double click on you, double click. I've got to still start doing thunder peaks, but I'll wait till this cool down. Oh, hello. Somebody else has spawned in. Might try to do a soul beast in fractals. That could be interesting. I'll have to sit down and have a chat too. I was very lucky there. Other people coming in. That one's ticked off. Not sure about that. So we've got that one ticked off. That's the main thing. These two here, if we can get everything else, we can tick off pretty quickly. It's just these two we want to get done every day. So I don't have to think about them at all. I can just not worry about them today or like later tonight. I don't have to stop trying to change other plans. Yeah, we have to do Thunder Peaks as well, and we've got to go back to the storyline, which is going to piss me off to no end. I've got to figure out how to do it. I've got to go into the storyline and do each one of those things back in the storyline mode, and I'm really not in the mood to do that. I probably will do it. I will do it eventually, just a matter of when. This character's just going to sit here and collect those. What other things do I have on? Yeah, nothing important. They just collect the holding stuff. Eventually might use. Yeah, today's May Day. Happy May Day, everyone. Unless you're on a boat in the middle of a storm with no engine, that would be a problem. Wait till it finishes, does its magic, and then you go to the next. Wait till it finishes, does its magic, then you go to the next one. we're going to get cracker tight thing, which we're going to start doing. I like how you can see that. See through the see through the walls. That's always going to take our time. Now, what I'm going to be doing, I did last night, would you believe, about 12 o'clock, almost 4 o'clock in the morning. We helped Richard in it. We did our first fractal. It was surprisingly interesting. I wouldn't call it. It was hard, but if you didn't know what you're doing, it would be very hard. You'd be making so many mistakes, it wouldn't be funny. How many of those are available? I think I got the 31 there. Might hold off on them. Not going to get them. See, if we sold at that price, we're going to lose tax of 10 silver. You lose that, so we're going to get less than the gold. So we don't want less than the gold for it. Simple as that. We want gold or more for it. So the other one would be about 12-ish. Event. Event time would be on, wouldn't we? So I'll rather we don't actually do what because we want to get. We're just camping, so I'll run at the moment. This is my other what's the name one in raids, but there's more or less only a Zerg. It's a Zerg build. It's not bad, but it's just very limited, and it's actually I might go eventually get the Ranger with a longbow. It is a very effective weapon. It's like a very strong character. Don't get me wrong. I like the character. Right, even if you switch weapons over, it's still pretty effective. But as to before, it's a Zerg. I prefer to use the bow. Anybody else want to have a go at this thing or not? Oh, okay. Doesn't no one else ever got them. Okay.
Well fought. I could learn a thing or two from you, it seems. We're lucky to have you in the
That's the sole purpose at the moment. Because it does. It offers stability. It's a pure support. Damage and support. Elective. Could I put that on? Can't put that on a timer, can I? So basically F4 is a lackadaver, so every time I F4 and F1 off. Mine just does burning. F4 and F2. Really. And I got F1 for emergency, get the hell out of the dodge type thing. But it's there for a reason at the moment. I'm working on the next one so I can actually get the next build part. That'll be the third part of it. Up past 11 done, so it's 40, yep. That's the spawn until near 12 o'clock or after 12. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, hello. There you go, Merry Christmas. Now, Lots of monsters in here. Didn't get a chance to spawn it out. You spin me round like a record beat. Okay, what am I doing? I've got that thing down there. We might as well use it. If you got one, you use one. What there's a chest over there? Sometimes if that doesn't seem to appear. Random chance of spawning a chest here. Da, 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 da. I might come back to this character, don't know yet. See, I could use this character in Fractals World 2, but I'm in two minds about that one. It's a nice character, but it's just something I don't. It's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. It's surprising it's light armor. It's a very strong character for a light armored character. No. No, okay, cool. We're not selling it till we can get more than a gold, make it more than a gold per item when we sell it. S1 Hunter. And we're still just basically putting points into this one as well. It's another fighter, but I'm not overly worried about the fighter. It's something I'm working on. It's like this currently build have I got so far? Oh yeah, this one here is going for Spellbreaker, which is it's a nice build, but I've got Berserker and that, but I think I've already got the Berserker done. Yeah, the Berserker's done and Bladestorm. I think the Bladestorm's done too. I have to check the Berserker out. I think I've done that on the other one. This is the fire one, isn't it? No. Oh yeah, this is the one you have to deal with fire, wasn't it? It's a very hard one to play. But I think it's the other one I want to try to do. The fighter actually remarkably is a very hard one to play. But that's neither here nor there. Got that. We've done all the dailies except for this one. Don't think it's spawned in, but okay. You can log back out. And now we go to this character. The only ones we need to do, that one is for fractals, because I've still got the timer running for the fractal one. Oh no, yeah, fractals and also raid. I've got the same build I can use. I can either be a tank in a raid, or I can, not tank, but be damage dealer in a raid, or I can be a healer or like a support character in a raid. That's one thing I do like about that build. Anybody we know online that may want to join in? Nope. Well, there are people online, I think. Potato Head. Nova is trash. Huh. Nova that's fine. I don't care. That's maybe it might be meaning something else. Don't really give a shit. Who is that person? The Borderlands. Oh, I don't know who they are. Oh, they want to be friends. I don't know who they are though. I have to admit, the mechanist support mechanist in raids is perfect. The only thing I can't do is I've got to learn how to do in raids as a CMs. Like I'm level 99 as a personal fractal resistance, so I just got to get to level 100. Does the higher fractal resistance on your character mean that you've got more survivability? Or what does that mean? Yeah, that's done. We got new stuff here, so I like that twirly thing. I think that twirly thing would have been better off here because you would have seen that as a backdrop of the twirly thing there. I don't know, just personal. I would have put it here maybe. Something to make it that worthwhile looking at it, because that thing is over there is just like. I mean, animation, you want something that's going to enhance that animation. Bloody cold. Like that one there smashing apart looked cool. And do we want to get the oysters? Oysters over here, boss. That's a banded chest, I believe. I'll be okay with a key for that. Oh no, I've got something else around here as well. I forgot. This one this is my new one. So what we got from there? Here's the bandit chest, isn't it? And we can't access that. And then we go to this one. I'm gonna have to start farming that again. I'm gonna have to maybe have to do a farming run. That actually suits the area of the petrified stump. That actually makes sense. Yeah, I think they just dumped in there because I just didn't really think about where they would want to put them. That made sense. Like, that's not too bad. I would actually have it so it maybe change the colour of the bush. Would have changed it to have flowers or something like red flowers. I'll put it more here. Where I'm standing, because that would look actually better. If you look at the angle, like these are okay, but No, I just make it so it's a bit more pleasing to the eye, and I wouldn't mind to be able to have a mod. I wouldn't mind if they introduced a game part where you can actually modify your home instance, where you could put stuff where you want them to go. Or even better bet, create a mod that, okay, yeah, it looks, I can put everything together in one spot, but you're not going to get the maximum out of the material. Put a mod where you can say, okay, I want to have, like, this one here looks good there, but let's say this was probably, say, the best spot for it. You can get, say, twice the amount or maximum without using the tool. You could really go into depth onto it. Like, you could have a mod that creates an in-game mod that they control, that where you can put items. Like this one here, I probably would have put into here. Oh, no, you're right, that's going to be the truffles. Maybe underneath the tree would be better. So if you put it here, it might have gotten a better result from it. Like the watercress could be put into the water there underneath that water thing. Right, it could have been put into here. And you would have gotten, say, more results from the watercress. These herbs and all that could be all good put together, but maybe if you find another spot for them, and you had a grid template where you can say, okay, I can put this. You might have to run around a bit more getting the items, but if you put those things in the right spots, you can say, okay, I want to put that plant there, that plant there. Make it so they have to buy the plant or something off the trading. They have to buy the mod. Could use gold or real world cash and have it so it's introduced into the game. That work? Yeah. Hello, cat. Cat's just standing there. And you introduce that into. I have to put the bloody head onto it because it's 16 degrees outside. It's like, no. Another cat over there. See, like these three here might be the best spot for them, but you might find another spot that just tweaks it, and you could have. Just say you buy the package, the new package that comes from modifying your home instance, and you go, okay, you want to locate, put everything in the ultimate spots would be the word. The prime spots. So I've got 2 more of those, 3 more of those I think I can do. Or I have to then worry about it. So I go to the guild. We haven't got the other part yet. I'm just doing this part. Which will go to the guild hall now. But that's something that might be interesting. I don't know why we're here. Okay, look at the dailies, if there's one of the achievements. Keep capture. Caravan instructor. Yeah. Bugger all there. Okay, puzzle jumper. Vista. And lumberjack. We can do those 3 with my main character. Actually, I could take the. No, we've got to do it with the main character. I don't think I've got it done with my fire brand. Which I want to take out, I think. And I've got that now set up. You can. I think. I'll have to find out. I could try find it. No. I'm gonna have to spend time as before making that stuff up again, so that's just foraging for today. Oh, in that box. That was just a daily. So, Use up those two. Anyone we can use, break down, use up. Okay. That might spawn in something interesting. Oh, no, find something else wants it. Okay. Oh, that's actually part of that sense. Okay. Let's put stuff away. Let's start making some more of those up.
The sky above is bright and clear. I am grateful for every wind that rises.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that done.
How wonderful to see you.
It was all, we ain't got any proficient for this one, have we? There we go. There we go. Now a scribe. It has been sitting on that one for ages. And what else we got? There we go. We can put some. Okay. Is there a way we can make that faster? I will figure that out later. I'm not going to worry about that though. This character's done and dusted, so before we do that, get back to Radisson and camp there. Now, this one. Oh, we could try it. Oh, we haven't been there with those locations. We know where they are with this. This one's been everywhere. So we'll use this character up to the places we can go to. Now, okay, first of all, let's do something about those iron ingots. Or the iron thing. Oh, the mithril one. Sorry, was it mithril or the other one? That's enough of that. That's the one we're after. Let's make a heap of that. I've got so much of that in stock, so I might as well just make them all up. I need a shit ton of this to make legendary 2 weapons. La, 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 la. Okay. Event time for let's try time. Okay, where is it exactly? Commander Quill, we're at Verdant Brink. Verdant Brink. The night boss. It's still got another 15 past 12, so we'll come back about 12. So that's okay, let's keep an eye on that timer. I'm back out and we'll go back to my main character because we've still got to do dailies. We've still got to go around to those places, which we'll do. I can quickly do those now since we're here. Then we can tick them off, get them over and done with. So each one of these is just ticking them off, getting them over and done with, because you're going to have to do a lot of stuff. This game takes you, like, I still got to go back into the main story now, some of the storylines, and try to achieve some of the goals in each part of that storyline. That is going to be the hardest part, I think, so far, to getting this legendary trinket. So making the items in now, I don't have no problem with, but it's the storyline that kind of bugs me. I think they might have done a bit overboard with some of the stuff you have to do. I mean, really, some stuff is just like, do we really need to go that far? Probably not, but we're going to. No. Onto the waypoint. And we go to the second one. Third one we can't go to yet because we haven't got it done yet. I've got to make some more of them up.
Wow, that's quality.
I thought that one wasn't on there. Oh, we can put 11 of those. It's the last one of those. We have to make some tonight or tomorrow. Probably, yeah, we'll probably make it later tonight. We won't spend too late tonight on the computer though. Yeah, we definitely gonna have to make some for running up. Okay. So now I've got the mechanism is basically open world kick-ass thing, fractal kick-ass thing, support or kick-ass, more support, and then I've got raid, which can be do DPS or support, which I've got 2 setups for, or 1 setup anyway so far in the raid. But the raid I'm not overly, I started doing the raids, and I'm actually kind of liking it, and I've got to remember now the pattern, each one of those patterns to do, and what somebody else had. What you have to do in the raids is just insane. But it's worth it though, if that makes sense. Okay, we're gonna have to make a whole bunch of this stuff up. Now, there was a device that... Oh, this is the sound compass. I know there's one of the devices I can get by another one. No, I think I've already got that one there. You've locked that away to there, don't need that anymore. Yeah, this fall stuff will go straight to the bank after when we get to the bank. Just keeping an eye on that raid. I'm not raid, the what's the name? Yeah, it's gonna be a bloody hard one to do, that one. I think it's daily, season 4. Puzzle jumper. I'm going to do the puzzle jumper. Oh, it's over here. Oh, goddamn, these ghosty things at you. Ah, bugger. Another way across. Ha! That just takes out most of the so rich ones have those ones. That was interesting. Next one. Now I know how to do that one. Well, lumberjack. Harvest silver. Away from foothills. Okay, hold on. Where's the Vista Viewer one first? We'll go do that one. Because the problem is we're also going to go following the map straight to demonstration. Oh. It's all the way down. What's the foothills? Is that over here? I'll come across. Straight to demonstration. Closest visitors that one there. That was uniquely interesting, that one. Oh, get them itchy. Absolutely beautiful. That's number 2. Next. A silver pig. Timber. That's back over here. Silver pig. That's Thunder Pig. There's silver pink mountains over here. Oh, it's over here, silver pink. Shadow dress. Which one was it again? Silver Peak Mountains. Remember when we go. Snowden dress, Snow Fast Dragon, something. Timberland Falls. I know where Timberland Falls are. Timberland Falls are just over here. So we'll go do that one. And we're just going to chop some wood up. Oh my god. And we've got... Well, I could jump into the other one a second. See if there's anybody actually lining up to do this one in a second. How many people are here? Because the time is one thing, but sometimes it kicks off a bit. It kicks off before, and time you get onto the timer. Now we've still got time to kill. We've still got another. It's not even 12 o'clock yet, so we've still got. That's 15 past 12 by the look of it. By our time, anyway. Do I want to put another character there then? No, I guess. I thought I saw wood when I first spawned in here. Mountain on leather in there. Oh yeah. I swear I saw wood when I first spawned in.
Scanning for artifacts.
No putty cat. I'll just kill everything. Since we're here. Well, they didn't attack me. I'm gonna kill the putty cats. There's one left. Can't have you alive, so he didn't see us. God, everything. Sorry. Not my fault they flew into me. That defend myself when you got in the way. Okay, that's that done for the day. Okay, you can get straight back to collect that. You can go straight back to there for the time being to sort it out. And Verdant Brink. We're getting there. Got some junk pieces, we've got some stuff we've got to store. The rest is junk. And you can go there and hibernate. We could do a lot of that stuff with the other character, but what I might do Path of Fire next. Oh, that Thunder Pigments, I think it's called. So how long we got? I'll get this character. Got 13 minutes before that's been spawned in, so I'll get this character set up and ready to go. Come on. That means I want to get the character into Thunder Peaks instead of, not Thunder Peaks, Bit of Frost, and get the right build going for Bit of Frost. And then we'll go back to the other character and get that organized. We're going to run, it's going to be squishy, but we'll run this one. And see, we got 5 kills or something at the moment with that one, so I'm happy with this one's. Going to try to do all the dailies, all these ones here, which should be able to do with a bit of frost and stuff like that. It's designed to hurt things, and to go into there and do all those. Then we'll go camp with the other character. We'll go up here first. No, not supposed to fall off there. So this is my fractal build, but I can use it in the open world. I might have to have a look for just a proper build for damaging or something else. Because somebody said the core one is far better to run around in the PvE than it is like for the firebrand. Yeah, we're going to pretty much just launch off from here, won't we? Yeah, we'll just leave this character here, time being, for a second. Log out, go to this one, and go back into this one here. And we want to change F4 to F2. Which is okay, because we're going to keep... That'd be perfect for my firebrand as well. Because F4 allows me to do... F2 allows me to do my steel. So F1 allows me to do my steel, and F2 launches the steel attack off. So this will take care of everything we have to do in a day, except for the 3 maps which we've got to do. Which I'm going to take... I don't know, I might have a look. Since we're here. We just want a basic... We want a PvE fire. Get onto our. We want a PvE firebrand. What's the name? Oh, that's the wrong one. The big top we don't need at the moment. Builds. The PvP fractal open world PvE builds. want firebrand. Guardian. Power drink, not power ring, but power will be celestial firebrand. Okay. Let's have a look at what we need to make. Everything's celestial. We got celestial we can do. Fireworks. Axe shield. And great sword. Okay. Axe shield, great sword. Interesting. Dude. Axe shield, great sword. I'm going to probably have a quick look at that. Change my firebrand around so we can actually suit this one. Let's see if it's actually worthwhile. We are bunnies. Steal that and use that twice. Let's go back to that. Drop that down because that gives people some people around me. Push in. Oh, get away from the fires. Don't like the fires. How am I still suffering? Oh, are you kidding me? How am I still suffering? That was interesting. I was away from the fire and I was away from another thing. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, you're freaking kidding me. That's death in a heartbeat. Oh, we've got some damage done to it, so. I mean, that was strange. I'm hoping somebody's going to spawn me in. I'm like, help. Go. So we got the 2 chests. We did damage. That was painful. Very painful. Still good experience points for it though. That was a first. And we got a book. Ew, we got a new recipe, have we? We have to use it. Oh no, I got all that. No point, just accept that and then trash it. You could try sell it, but sell that in the marketplace and it'll be worthless. Yeah, none of them gonna bother. Trash that. It's not even worth it. I've got a chest which I've got to open up. I'm not worried about that. So we'll go back to the firebrand. We'll make this an open world build. Firebrand. I've got a fractal. I want to keep that as a core fractal one. I've got two builds. So here is my, okay, this is my, it's Not a celestial one, but I do have celestial armor, I believe, for it. So I can do that. So what I might have to do is just unlock that. So you can actually just right click onto there. Okay, now let's make this a brand new build. Complete brand new build. Can I get a copy of that? There we go. Let's just copy that. Oh. Why can't we just copy? I think that's right. Can we just paste that into there? No, yep, paste. Vibrant build. Let's have a look at this one. Apply to template. Oof. This is what they call them. This must be my newest one, is it? This is a Guardian build. Oh yeah, Guardian build, cool. Apply to that one. So that's the build. I'm not quite sure about the stability. That might be better off suiting something else. I might put speed into there instead. I might remove. Yeah, I'm not quite. We'll run it how they recommend anyway. Let's have a look if they do it. You'll be speaking in it. No, no one's speaking that video.
One of my favorite builds of all time is the Celestial Firebrand. It has a frontliner playstyle that can support allies while also doing a lot of control and damage. So it's essentially like a paladin, where you can get in there and be useful in a lot of different situations. So in this video, I'll be going over some of the changes to the Firebrand and updating my paladin build guide so that you can understand these changes and also play one playstyle for all game modes, which I find to be really fun. So let's just get straight into it. Before, the Firebrand tome pages were separated to each tome, meaning you wanted to go into that tome and use all the skills that you could in that tome because you wouldn't get those pages back. What this meant was you could use a lot more skills, but you had to use a very defined set of skills. Now you can go into any tome that you want at any time. Activating a tome will activate virtue activations like getting Aegis, or if you have virtues, you could get stability. So when a tome goes red, you are essentially lacking that passive. It just shows you the cooldown. But now you've got access to any tome that you want. So even though you have less skills that you can use overall, you have more utility in being able to use them when you need them. So for example, if I have a lot of condies on me and I want to cleanse them, I have to go into my resolve tome. But then I'm stuck in the resolve tome and I can only cleanse. But you don't need just cleansing. Sometimes you need cleansing and CC, and then you want to go into the fire tome. So you have a lot more flexibility with the new Firebrand tomes, which is what I really enjoy because it makes decision making a lot more rewarded. So let's go over a trait real quick. The Swift Scholar is going to give you an extra tome page when you use 3 skills in one tome. So if I go into a tome, I can use 3 skills and you'll see it's tracking Swift Scholar. If I use 2, it shows a 2. And if I use a 3rd, I'll get an extra page. So essentially what I want to do is I want to stay into a tome to use 3 skills, or I want to use 1 skill and then leave and then go to another one. Because if you use 2 skills, then it's like, well, why didn't you just use an extra skill, because you'll get an extra tome page for free. So you can just use one of those 1 costing tome pages, and then you can essentially, it's getting it for free. So you want to know specific combos that use 3 pages or you just want to use the Scholar, is
let me have a look. What the... Oh, it's the set.
going to
That
give
one
you
down
an
here.
extra tome page when you use 3 skills in one tome. So if I go into a tome, I can use 3 skills, and you'll see it's tracking Swift Scholar. If I use 2, it shows a 2, and if I use a third, I'll get an extra page. So essentially what I want to do is I want to stay into a tome to use 3 skills, or I want to use 1 skill and then leave and then go to another one. Because if you use 2 skills, then it's like, well, why didn't you just use an extra skill? Because you'll get an extra tome page for free. So you could just use one of those 1 costing tome pages, and then you can essentially, it's getting it for free. So you want to know specific combos that use 3 pages, or you just want to use the most powerful skill and then leave. The Grandmaster traits have also changed quite a bit, because Lore Master no longer gives you all of the passives. Now you have to choose which passive you want to retain while that specific tome is on cooldown. So when you use a tome, it goes red. That just means that the passive is no longer there, and any traits that are reliant on that passive will also reactivate whenever that's off cooldown. So the tome passives are going to be retained depending on the Grandmaster trait that you take. So Quickfire is the Tome of Justice passive. You're going to keep that even when it's on cooldown, and then you also get Ashes of the Just whenever you give Quickness. So this is like the DPS option. It's pretty good, but I really like Lore Master for more like PvP oriented builds, because you retain the Resolve passive, which gives you more sustain while also being able to heal allies. And then you have a 6-second interval on your tome regeneration. So normally it's an 8-second interval, you get your pages back, but now it's 6 with Lore Master. The specific tome skills are going to have different costs, so using them is very decision oriented. The 4 and 5 skill, which are very powerful skills in the Justice Tome, are actually 1 page cost. So you always want to use these off cooldown because they're very high value. You get a lot of damage out of these. So DPS Firebrand builds don't have too much cost on their damage skills. Now the Resolve Tome has Radiant Recovery, which used to not be so good because when you went into your Resolve Tome, you had plenty of healing skills to use. But now you can go in at any time, so you can just decide to use 1 cleanse if you need it, so you don't overkill your cleansing. You use as much as you need, and then you leave. And then you've got the Shining River is always going to be great because the water field can be comboed for even more healing. And then now Eternal Oasis will convert 5 conditions into boons. It is pretty costly, but this is a really high impact skill now. And then in the Protection Tome, you've got a lot of cost on these abilities here, so pretty much everything is like 2 tome pages. This also means that the Stalwart Stand in the Courage Tome, the 4 skill, which is a stun break, is now accessible to you at any time. So you've got stun break accessible to you at any time, even though it's kind of costly. It's a lot of utility, so you can run a build with like 1 stun break and then kind of like rely on this to be your second stun break. The equipment I use for all game modes is full Celestial with Rune of the Fireworks. Fireworks gives you some extra movement speed, some boon duration, and some extra boon application, which is just really nice for this build, because if you want to get swiftness, you have to use up your tome pages, and that's not really worth it all the time. So if you really wanted to, you could go for the Balthazar rune for more damage, but I like the Fireworks for more versatility. Then I go for the Axe and the Torch with Doom and Torment sigils, because those give you the most condition pressure while giving you extra conditions you don't have access to on Guardian. So the Torment is going to trigger every time you crit. You've got plenty of crit on this build. And you've got Doom, which will trigger whenever you swap weapons. But because you've got the tomes, this will count as swapping weapons. So if you just want to do damage, you can camp the Axe and Torch, and then whenever you enter a tome, you'll get the Sigil of Doom to trigger and do extra damage without having to go into your Greatsword. Now, believe it or not, the Greatsword is actually a more defensive set, because Axe Torch is just more aggressive. If you want to use it as an aggressive set, like as a secondary aggressive set, then you can do so with more swap sigils like Geomancy, but I like to play a little bit more defensively when I'm on the Greatsword, so I use Energy Cleansing. While I like the Greatsword in open world PvE and world versus world, I really do like the hammer as well, so I replaced the Greatsword with the hammer for group PvE content and for PvP. So you want to have a couple weapon sets here that you can swap out, and the hammer is going to give you a lot more CC, and it's going to give you a protection symbol which can help you keep your allies alive. The traits I take in PvE are Honor and Radiance. Celestial builds want to improve their somewhat
Honor and Radiance. That's PV. That PvP and PvE. Was it PV?
your allies alive. The traits I take in PvE are Honor.
Honor. I got Honor and Radiance, yeah. Which is center, a bottom, bottom. See, this is strange. He's got a different setup than that one. Oh, it's bottom, center, bottom. Because he's got it differently set up how the map is. That one there is bottom, center, which is bottom, center. Cool.
And Radiance.
And that one's
Celestial
straight
builds
across
want
the
to
top.
improve their somewhat mediocre stats by using boons. So whenever I use my heal skill, which is a instant cast skill, I will gain protection, resolution, and quickness, because I will create a protection field underneath me, and I will gain resolution, and the skill already itself gives those boons. And then I will also gain quickness from Liberator's Vow. So just using my heal skill off cooldown is pretty much what you should do. You'll gain all these boons, and you'll gain might because you have resolution, and you'll also gain might whenever you crit. So you've got a lot of might generation to do a lot of damage. And you gain critical hit chance
So we've got that
as
one
well when you
there.
have resolution, and extra crit chance whenever you hit a target that is burning. So you've got pretty much like 90% crit chance. Also, the torch trait in Radiance is really important because this gives you extra burning damage and will give you a
haven't got
second
100%
charge on
burning
your
yet.
torch 4. So you can use 2 torch 4s, and that's your highest damaging ability. So make sure you always use your torch 4 off cooldown. The final trait I take is Quickfire, which gives you the Justice passive while you've used your Justice active. And that's really important because you want to be constantly getting burns by hitting the target, but it will also give you extra burns whenever you give quickness to an ally. So this scales up pretty well in team-oriented combat. Doing damage on this build is very simple. Just use your symbol off cooldown, which gives you Fury, and then use the Zealot's Flame. You've got 2 of them from the Radiance trait, and use your mantras off cooldown to get the highest up times. And then when your Zealot's Flames are on cooldown, you want to go into the F1 tome and use 2, 4, 5. Those are your highest damaging abilities, and you'll get the Swift Scholar bonus, so you only are using like 2 pages instead of 3 because you're getting 1 for free. And you can do that every 20 seconds. So essentially you want to go through 2 rounds of your Zealot's Fire and then go into your tome page. Now that's the easy
what's
part.
he-
What's hard is knowing when to use your other tomes, because you need to react to projectiles. When your team needs the projectile reflect, use that. If they need to block a mechanic, use the Unbroken Lines. If they need cleansing, use the Eternal Oasis or the Radiant Recovery. So just make sure that you are paying attention to your allies, because this is a supportive DPS, not a selfish DPS. This is the Fractal Mitrin boss. This encounter has quite a bit of pressure on it, so I'm going to show how I perform my role while handling these mechanics. The role of this build is not really a healer, it's more of like a tank. You want to give out quickness to your allies with the Mantra of Solace and the Mantra of Potence, and then from there you can choose your utilities. You don't need to bring the same utilities for each encounter, and it's actually suggested that you keep changing it to counter whatever mechanics you're going to fight. So if you need Reflex, then go for more Reflex with the Wall of Reflection. If you need stability, go for Stand Your Ground. If you need to block a specific attack, then you want to bring Advance. And the elite skill you can go for the Elite Signet. I like to go for that because it gives a little bit more healing, and in high pressure situations I can use it to top off my allies because it's not a full healer build. So you don't need the healing all the time, but in some situations, yeah, it can be nice. And you can go for the Quickness Elite Shout if you really wanted to, but I feel like you don't need that extra quickness uptime because you can pretty much give enough quickness without it. And what I'm going to be doing in this encounter is mostly focusing on conserving my tome pages. So you can see here I use my Axe 3 to pull in the enemies, and that's going to help my team.
Okay, that's enough for that. I'm trying to figure out, do I need to make that burning 100% or close to it? Because that's pretty much close to Celestial. I could change that, but it's expertise. Okay, if I put that one there, if I switch that out to how it was Celestial, which is this one here, I actually got less expertise. Because we want condition damage is boom duration, expertise is burning, but we're not doing that much burning. Could we create one of those that gives me more burning? Maybe. Try to get that expertise higher, that's all. 63 expertise. Because I was just curious if I can get it to 100% burning thing. $27 is actually lower than what I want. That's no good. 27. The only one that's got so far was a tough one, but that one doesn't give me that just gives me 63 expertise. If I tweak that, we might be able to get that up to 100%. Vitality. Okay, let's just tweak that one for that one now. Let's see what that does. 78%. Gives me more hit points too. So let's try and tweak that one as well. Because that one now would be 120 versus, okay, so 125 expertise. Can we beat that with? We do lose a fair bit of stats, but remember it's a celestial build, so it's not an expert on one thing. So that's 59. What's that on the celestial? That's the same as celestial, so that's pointless. Go back to that one there, 120. 125 so far. Hey, if it works, it works, because it gives me more. I can always tweak it until 80, really? 80 something burn duration. Food could tweak it, but that's that food going for 6 hours incoming damage. Expertise 70% on top of that. I don't think I'll be able to get it to that, but I've got pretty much more of a tankier build. It's more or less just going to be for these raids things we want to do anyway, so let's basically use the, got to be careful how I use the abilities and stuff like that. Just track the abilities and try to work on it. Use 3 pages if I'm in the fire tome to get the extra page. So push that together, push that together, push that, and just go 1, 2, 3. Get out of that again because you get an extra page for free. Oh, hello, you're there. Come here, you. Don't run away. There you can run away. 1, 2. I don't use that. Make that more of a tankier build. Not ready for Celestial, so I'm going to test it out and see how well I go. The food's still got a bit of timing on that there, but we can keep eating the food. I'll just find another white bit more food to make it 100%. So we can get that, what's the name up? This is more, that's just for open world. Hello, is anybody out there? Bring them together. Then just separate them again, which is kind of annoying. I shouldn't really try to separate them. I'm probably trying to bring them together into a fight. Switch to that, so it's 2, 3, 4. What's it? 2, 3, 5, he said. Then switch back over to that one. Slower one to attack. It's not doing damage I want to do. I think I need more damage than burning, I think. Yeah, I think it's more damage oriented. Even though that does bleeding, not damage, not burning. Burning, but maybe I gotta kill him faster with the full Celestial. It needs to take a longer time to kill them. Okay, let's tweak that back to how they want it. Yeah, I do. Okay, so let's go. I'll go back into Celestial. CEL. Mark that as all Celestial. Is this how they want it? Bring them together. Ow. And I'll mark that as all Celestial. See, I'll test it out. Even though the other one gives more burning, we lose a shit ton of. Well, we lose a little bit of burning, not much. I want a solo build, maybe PvP. PvP solo build Celestial. Firebrand. I'll try to find a little bit more softish. I don't know, there might be another way around tweaking this one. Two, three, 4. And then jump out on that, it gives you an extra thing. Did he say 2, 3, 4? Go back into there.
This is the Fractal Mitrin boss. Resolution and quickness, because I will create a protection field underneath me and I will gain resolution, and the skill already itself gives those boons. And then I will also gain quickness from Liberator's Vow. So just using my heal skill off cooldown is pretty much what you should do. You'll gain all these boons, and you'll gain might because you have resolution, and you'll also gain might whenever you crit. So you've got a lot of might generation to do a lot of damage. and you gain critical hit chance as well when you have resolution, and extra crit chance whenever you hit a target that is burning. So you got pretty much like 90% crit chance. Also, the torch trait in Radiance is really important because this gives you extra burning damage and will give you a second charge on your torch 4. So you can use 2 torch 4s, and that's your highest damaging ability. So make sure you always use your torch 4 off cooldown. The final trait I take is Quickfire, which gives you the Justice passive while you've used your Justice active. And that's really important because you want to be constantly getting burns by hitting the target, but it will also give you extra burns whenever you give quickness to an ally. So this scales up pretty well in team-oriented combat. Doing damage on this build is very simple. Just use your symbol off cooldown, which gives you Fury, and then use the Zealot's Flame. You've got 2 of them from the Radiance trait, and use your mantras off cooldown to get the highest uptimes. And then when your Zealot's Flames are on cooldown, you want to go into the F1 tome and use 2, 4, 5. Those are your highest damaging abilities, and you'll get the Swift Scholar bonus, so you only are...
Okay. 2, 4, 5. It's going to be just trying to remember the combinations of everything. So it's that one there. That one. 1, 2. Okay. No, do we want to... We didn't need to worry. Just a matter of knowing the button combinations to push. So I want to do it quicker so I can get each one of these boss fights, each one of these particular fights done and dusted. Hello? Now, 2, 4, 5. Switch back over to that. Push 2 again. So it's just a matter of remembering the combinations of buttons. You've got the button combinations are very most important things. Because it gives you the most amount of damage you want to do it. And you give them one time. So, switch back over to that one. And we will Jackal. Two, 4. Okay, we didn't need to worry about that. A lot of button combinations you're going to push too. And it's very effective once you get the button combinations done right. So you got to basically remember 2, 4. You bring the other button, which brings them all together, but that's fine. And I'm trying to make, how do you make a more selfish build? Would be the quicker I get these done, the quicker I can go into, say, fractals again. Which I want to try to take. I'll see what fractals are running and see what one we need to use. Even though I don't do 100% burning. Oh, big boss. Okay, this will be a test. 2, 4, 5. Switch back over, bring them together. I'll let the person have some fun. There we go. The person wanted to have a bit of that too, so. There's a tree here on it. Really? I'm going to test the broadsword defensive set more. We'll test the broadsword out too. Just curious. I want to see how the broadsword doesn't tell me how the broadsword works on this one. Now this one here is totally different. Okay, it doesn't seem to want to work, I think, too. Maybe you do something else instead of the broadsword? Or the great sword? Yeah. Not as effective at killing things with the other one. I'll have to think about that one. Two, four, not 4, 3, bring that together. Go to here, 2, 4, 5. Oh, come on, get into there. 2, 4, 5. Gonna be harder to test it out than the other one. Second map's gonna be easy, but the third map's gonna be a bit more of a little bit harder one to test it out. Excuse me, I'm trying to mine here. I'll chop down a tree. Okay, 2, bring them together. James in that. Gives me an extra page. There you can go back. That is very good combination. I like how you just push them backwards too. I want to see if I can find another way I can make this better. Make it more, maybe more of a selfish build. An independent roaming build. 2. 2, 4, 5. You're pretty much just wasting that to get back the extra spell. The extra page. I'm pretty much going through this pretty fast. And doing it at night time. Bring them all together. I didn't want to like that. Oh, okay, they died pretty fast. No, I'm gonna get some lunch soon anyway, because I'm starved. You wanna annoy me, aren't you? Didn't even bother going into. Is there a...
That one's especially cute.
Is there a pure DPS one? Pure 100% DPS one. I might do an earlier lunch. Then come back into it. I'll do this map at least and then get an earlier lunch. Go for lunch. Because I am really hungry. I didn't have to worry about that. See, I don't know which one I really want. Yeah, do I really want to use that?
That one's especially cute.
Oh, one more. Come on, I'll go find something to kill then. We'll pick up something. Go away, you. Yeah, definitely. Both hearts. Wow, both hearts are done already. Shit, that's just incredible. No, I don't normally get both. I normally get that heart done, then get this heart done, and the next one done. But I'm just like, wow. Did I just not farm you? Two, four, QQ, and switch over to the fire one. 2, 4, and 5. Back to that one. So especially rinse and repeat certain things. Just a simple PB. I want to make a more power PB one. Two, bring it together. Together to go away. Oh, that doesn't go away. The only thing I don't like in the game is that one. And this mode is like those things are just like no. Oh, that's a close quarter one, it's not a distance one. Are they pushing any other buttons for killing you? No. Oh, you had to have the burning up to 100%, but you don't have the burning duration up to 100%. Now, I am hungry, so I might do lunch and then come back. So, bring them together. Two, 4, 5, 5. Bring another 2. So good. Yeah. Oh yeah, won't take. Come on, let's fire. Come on, all together. Come on, all together. Oh, come on, it's supposed to be all together. Oh, I'm not sure. I screwed that one. Oh, cleanse myself. Oh, the most powerful cleansing one you want to use. So that would be 5, would be? Oh, that one. I think 5 is the most powerful one. Well, that one heals regeneration. Number 3 gives you swiftness. Never hit swiftness. Gives you an extra page. So you only want to hit one of those. 2, 3 or 1. That's the way it goes. 3, 1. Good. Let's have a look, see if we waste fight that boss. If they are, jump in. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm hungry. I don't want to waste time. Doesn't look like anybody's fighting any of these bosses. Where are they? No. No. Yeah, we'll put this stuff away. Then I'm going to go get them. Oh, I've got a test. Damn it. I'm going to do something to test my blood sugar levels too. Classify it as before lunch then. I'll sort this out first. Can't complain, that one. For that run, I done it pretty quick actually. What do they sell from the market? See what people want. If they want a particular, yeah, why not? I got no problem selling for that. It helps somebody else out. That's how I look at it. Most of the time I just simply just go, yeah, get rid of it. Throw that there and then sell that. Then we'll go get lunch. I like the combination. I just got to remember not to overdo it, the button pushes, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm pretty much hungry. What's this bit? Just gotta remember this armor here. I've got to put somewhere, but I don't know where to really put it. Actually, hold on, we might be able to put it down there. They're usable stuff. They will be using, and I don't want to lose any of this armor set till I can get a legendary armor set. Replacing all this, I do not want to lose any of it. Okay, so that's pretty much usable stuff for what I'm doing. Dungeons, I read fractals. That's just one we're not doing. I can go down there. All depends on what build I'm running. Depends on what I'm running. That makes sense. So we just tidy this up a bit better. Okay, catapults. Okay, we want all the blues together. A lot of the blues are probably now. I'm going to dump down just to get rid of them because they bug me. That we stay, keep that to there. Okay, so this one here is the 12-hour stuff. Shouldn't I put that one that one? I've still got that there. We've got target painter. Unpack the paint. That's really useless to me. Honestly, it's just, you don't really need something like that. See, that's actually useful. The trap, this time. Okay, we'll keep that there. So this food here. Got these four, which we're going to put somewhere. Okay, replace that one with that one. I can go over there, replace that one with... Sorry, shit, it's supposed to be that one. And the food, that's that one. No. That one goes to there, that goes to there, that goes to there, and that goes to there. And go to there. I'm just trying to sort my life out. It's not how I want it to be. Not perfect. It's not the worst. Okay, that one would want to go in there because that's that one there. That one there. So that one goes to there. That one's the frontline fighter. Yeah, because we got that one there. Okay, so yeah, we would the arrow car. Oh, I got the arrow car behind that one. That ballista is just garbage, honestly. That's fine. Now we can actually fit those back into there. So, take a blue one off. And they can just honestly just sit there. We don't need those. We've got the flame things. We don't need any of these shells things whatsoever for this character. So that's tidied that up. So let's go and collect that and then we'll just log off for a bit because I'm going to get food. We'll be back though. I want to finish off the two things I've got to get done and then maybe try and get some raids done today if we can. Not a bad build actually, kind of impressed with the build actually. We might be able to tweak it better. I'm going to be back later, but I need to eat. My name is Commander Black Star Lord at your service signing off. Thank you again for watching my videos and all comments are welcome. You all take it easy and have a great day.